Well, we have Jim Dolson, Ben Jones here to talk a little bit about jobs in America, and boy, it's going to be a great sports weekend too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it would be a great interview if I turned your microphones on too.
Yeah,
we figured otherwise it'd be a quiet interview.
We figure those are off every week anyways. That we probably shouldn't be heard
Yeah.
or seen as far as that goes.
So the Spartans are on the road to Indiana, and the Broncos are on the road down to Georgia, and the big house will be the scene for Michigan
taking Nebraska.
Yeah, and that's not going to be the kind of game we'd expect. Boy, Nebraska's had a tough time.
Back in the day, that was the those are ugly games for a while back in the mid '90s.
Yeah, big corn-fed linemen, man.
Didn't we hear like that's right. The Red Wings are
playing tonight.
The Blackhawks
tonight, and they won last night 3-2 to kick off the exhibition, and they got a whole bunch of guys I don't know whose names I can't even pronounce. So
I know, I got to relearn them all. Yeah.
So interesting subject to start off today.
That's right. Yeah. Well, Tim, so what's the craziest excuse that you ever used when calling into work, letting them know that you're not going to be there today?
You should shut your mic off before you answer.
Obviously, you've not done this here.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I don't want to put a damper on it because it's a fun topic, but I have never, ever in my working life done that.
I don't doubt that.
I have never called in sick with a wrong excuse.
Right.
And in fact, in 29 years working here, I probably called in sick 4 or 5 times.
Nice.
Well, this topic is not for you then, Tim.
Yeah.
You can just shut your phone off or your mic off there.
So we thought we'd talk about some of the craziest and most bizarre excuses people have used to call off work before we dive into our topic today.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good one. The first crazy excuse that we came across was from a man who wasn't feeling well enough that day to go to work. And his official reason was feeling all the symptoms of his expecting wife. Now, if that would have been my wife and I used that, I would have gotten slapped.
Right.
You don't feel the way I do about this.
You do not feel. So another bizarre excuse that we saw was from a woman who clearly lives in a rural area. She claimed that an escaped buffalo from a game reserve kept charging at her when she tried to get to her car.
That one works. How about this one? This one gets some good creativity points. It was simply too nice of a day for this lady to spend time at work. So when she called in, she said, "My doctor told me that I need more vitamin D, so I need to take the day off and go to the beach."
Yeah, yeah, don't we all?
I'm going to do that sometime to you, Ben. I'm going to call up. I need more vitamin D. I'm going to the beach.
Sure. So finally, this guy sounds like one of those bad hires that we talked about a couple of weeks ago. But when he was explaining why he didn't come into work when they had called him, he said that he had forgotten that he was hired for the job. No, I mean...
We forgot to pay you, too.
Yeah, we forgot to pay you, too. That's right. So, sometimes employees calling off work can be a symptom of how they feel about their work or their motivation to do their job. And, in fact, that's what our topic is today, is talking about what motivates employees.
Yeah, that's right, Ben. So today we're discussing research that from the Harvard Business Review. It's titled, "How to Motivate Frontline Employees," those people who are at the core of the business. Yeah,
the thing that those researchers found, one of the things is that when organizations use financial or emotional pressure to drive performance, employee motivation actually decreases.
Yeah, I mean, money is not the silver bullet to all motivation problems. Right. In fact, it's not the silver bullet to a lot of problems. So there are some actions, though, that employers can take to properly motivate their frontline or their core workers. And here are 4 different actions to think about if you're an employer.
Yeah, the first is stop applying financial and emotional pressure as a motivational tool. You can do this by creating a culture that focuses on learning rather than employees fearing a high-pressure conversation with management or even negative consequences.
Yeah, that's right. And the second activity that can motivate employees is empowering employees to openly discuss their challenges and come up with the solutions, kind of like as a team, kind of like a no-fear environment, like you mentioned, Ben, for people to bring up things. And this can transform like mediocre performers into top contributors.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. And a third concept is to create a sense of purpose around the customer. Employers should help their employees connect that every product they touch or service that they deliver back to the customer. This will help people know what their work, how their work impacts each customer.
Yeah, that's right. And the last thing that this article suggests from the research, it's talked about having active mentorship programs going on in the workplace. So, for example, each employee typically has 1 or 2 functions that they're really good at in their job skills. Have that employee be responsible for mentoring one other employee. It gives them a sense of accomplishment, belonging, a sense of purpose.
Jim, I don't want you mentoring people on how to call in or excuses of what's going on.
That's right.
That's what he's good at.
I'm feeling the same as my expecting
Well,
wife
you know,
today.
by doing that, having that mentorship, it can be very beneficial when you're trying to empower the team. It allows every employee to be recognized for the value that they bring to the customer, to the team, and really to the entire company.
Yeah. Now listen, maybe you're currently, maybe your current workplace and you work in an environment where your efforts are not being recognized for the value that you're bringing. Now, if that is the case, we have some great employers in the Battle Creek and surrounding areas that value their employees and they're looking to add to their team. If you're an employer in the Battle Creek area looking for ambitious people who are determined to help your business grow, then you need to contact us. We have a long list of excellent people who are working or looking for new careers. Ben, tell the folks how to contact us.
Yeah, if employers and potential associates want to talk with us, they can find us on Facebook at US Staffing Agency. They can live chat with us on our website at usstaffingagency.com, or they can come into our Battle Creek location at 914 Columbian Avenue. Our phone number there is 269-589-6507. We can help you find that new career, that new employee today.
Great. You know, yesterday I talked with Dr. Brian Long from the, he puts out a report monthly from Grand Valley State. Basically, he calls employers and he talks to the purchasing managers.
Oh.
Nice.
And he finds out what they're buying and that kind of, they get a lot of really great information and gather that. Basically, what he told us yesterday was a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of momentum right now, but there are two major concerns that he kept hearing over and over. One is how much tariffs will impact business.
That's a big one.
And the other is jobs, jobs, jobs. People are having a tough time
Unfilled orders.
right now finding the employees that they need, especially in trucking and manufacturing and a lot of these jobs. And you know, so maybe it's time to get the guys that are in business that know the most about finding the right fits, like US Staffing.
That's what
Absolutely.
So we'll give you a call. Give us that number one more time.
Yeah, that number at our Battle Creek office is 269-589-6507.
All right, 914 Columbia. And by the way, we're having a job fair. Hope you guys maybe can stop by a little
Sure,
bit.
yeah.
Because that's going to be October 17th, presented by Firekeepers Casino Hotel, 3 to 7 downtown Battle Creek at the Sports Forum. It's full blast. And we're going to have a 3 to 4 p.m. Veterans Hour also. And
Nice.
some booths available too. If they want
Very
to
nice.
contact us. Guys, thanks again.
Thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.